And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 61.5 kilograms and trains under Kazuyuki Miyata out of Brave Gym. His professional record stands at 15 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw. Fighting out of Saitama, Japan. Please welcome to the cage, the challenger, Kuya Ito. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 61.6 kilograms and trains under Ben Vickers out of Scrappy MMA and the Costa Academy. His professional record stands at 8 wins, 5 losses. Fighting out of Belo Horizonte, Brazil by way of Perth, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the reigning, the defending, eternal bantamweight champion, Rod Costa!
Make sure you obey my instructions at all times. Make sure you defend yourselves at all times. Do you have any final questions? No? Touch gloves you want to? That's your comments. Thank you. Good. Step up, please.
Main event time, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Matt Wynn, our referee for our main event. They touch gloves and we are on.
He's short and powerful, isn't he, Ito? Look at that lightning fast kick there. I watched back some of his fights on my way up here to Perth and was so impressed by his kicking game. I think that'll play a big part tonight, Brett.
Yes, and this main event matchup presented by proper number 12 Irish Whiskey.
His low centre of gravity. He's just like a little muscle hamster, a little Japanese muscle hamster. Look at that fast left hook.
Little sneaky one as well.
Yeah, he's quick and he's so experienced. Like I said, bantamweight in Japan, mate, they've turned out so much top level talent through the Pride days, the UFC, and the top promotions over there like Shudo, Gratch, and Riz and Dream. Like they pioneered this sport, and this is one of their best here tonight to challenge the king of the bantamweights, Rod Costa, for his strap.
See those movements by Ito as well, and that's why he's taking this so seriously. He's using Eternal MMA as a platform to get to the next level.
Yeah, we saw the emotions before on the Japanese coaches, how much it means to him. One of his corners, after his teammate was finished by Jack Becker, how emotional he was. It means so much to these guys. Good calf kick from Rod Costa.
Very nice. On the feet so far.
It's real flat feet from Costa. I think he just needs to kind of give a bit of a moving target to Ito. He's so fast. Yeah, that was good. He just timed the full step of Ito, who swings and misses. It's always a nice high guard from Costa. He's really good at parrying the boxing attacks of his opponent. He's always defensively sound up top. Is that looping there by Ito? Yeah, it just goes around the guard of Costa. It's good work from Ito. Left kick to the liver and goes back to the leg. This is the first of 5.
That's right, a long way to go. And again, Costa's easing his way into this contest. He has had a couple of good calf kicks of his own and a couple of good strikes.
Yeah, and his striking's really improved over the years. It's really improved and has carried him through a lot of fights versus some really high-level strikers.
Costa Academy with Scrappy MMA, what a great combination.
So Ito's starting to manage to pierce that high guard now of Costa with the jab. He's turned his fist on its side, so he's not jabbing conventionally. It's almost like he's passing him a microphone straight through the gap. That's good work from the veteran, making small adjustments on the fly. Edging forward now, Japanese corner, animated. Loving the work from there, boy. He digs back to the leg. It's good work early on in round number 1 from Ito.
It certainly has. And both guys have switched stances in round 1. They all did a combined legs there. That hurt.
Yeah, that hurt. Looks like it hurt Costa more than it did Ito, didn't it? He like really grimaced his face. It's like breaking up. It hurts you more than it hurts them, isn't it, Brett Benetti?
That certainly is. Another nice jab there by Ito. He's got his jab game. He's very quick, especially with that left. We've seen him throw that left quite a few times early in round 1, but he's got a fast jab. And he's getting in and out.
Oh, he's so fast, mate. Look, his little ball of muscle and left one, just snapped it up. Karate style high kick, not your classical Muay Thai one. There's a good little left hand too from Ito. Having the best of the striking exchanges against the champion. Costa goes back to the cup. He's had enough of that. And it's a great shot from Costa, a great shot. And he's got the legs bundled up like a little Japanese mermaid in his own corner.
And he says, welcome to the Costa Academy. So that's what we're waiting for. And let's see, he's just got over a minute to work in the first round. There's plenty of time for the calibre of Rod Costa. But again, Ito, he's got good defence. This is something he would have been working on. Yeah, he looks pretty calm at the moment, Matt.
Look, he's only listed as a purple belt, but mate, I'm not sure how often this guy puts on the gi. It's not really comparable to the amount of experience he's had in MMA and live experience too. He's fought some of the best grapplers to do it over in Japan, so nothing he hasn't seen before. He's not showing a lot of urgency.
No, he seems pretty calm, and he's right in front of his own corner as well. So
well, I think
I'll get you to translate, Matt.
Look, I'm not sure exactly what they're saying because I don't actually speak Japanese. Benetti, I know I profess to, but I don't. And with 20 seconds left to play, I'd say they're probably saying just stay safe. They probably feel like they've won this round. They've done the majority of the damage. And now, if they can just eliminate any form of damage from the top, it's just the work on the feet. We had so much success against that one takedown from Costa. Veteran stuff from the Japanese corner.
But you are very good at interpretation.
Of his previous fights. So good signs for Costa. Really even fight. Championship worthy for the title. Left hook goes up high for Ito. Tries to go back to invest in the damage to that front leg of Costa. He's pretty cautious of it now, is Rod Costa. He's stepping back every time Ito comes forward, but he did it then, and that really landed Brett Benetti.
Yeah, it certainly did. And you look at the calf of Rod Costa as well. As another one landed right on cue. Again, the speed advantage is quite evident, as you pointed out, Matt. But again, if Rod Costa can get this one to the ground earlier than he did it with just over a minute left in round one. Here we go, just right on cue again. We're on fire tonight, Matthew Williams. So I think that he just looked over at his own corner and nodded was Ito. So
interesting way to enter in just with a flying knee, but maybe that was the plan. And he's got right where he wants to be, trying to get the hands together. His fingertip stuff, fingertip to fingertip. He's right in front of Ben Vickers. Josh Taylor over there. It's a beautiful takedown.
Over almost 4 minutes to work, Matt.
Yeah, and the fighters are still relatively dry now. So it's a good opportunity to attack. In the full guard now, this is the first time we've seen the full guard of the Japanese former champion, Ito.
Right in front of our commentary position, exactly the same position that Anthony Drillich finished Liali in their last fight in our co-main event. So we've been privileged tonight.
Foot on the hip there from Ito. He'll try and time Costa here and explode up to get his butt and his back towards the fence. Costa wise to it, just a crafty little twist of the hips. Butterfly hook inserted now from Ito. You need to elevate Costa, but there's only one direction he can go, so he abandons it. And a funny little position up in the corner here. It makes it a little bit trickier. It takes away a couple of the angles of defense. Foot goes back on the hip from Ito, trying to create some space. Costa glued to him like he's covered in sellotape right over the top of his chest, in a great head position, just smothering any avenue of exit for Rod Costa, for Ito.
And Ito is dealing with one of the best grapplers and beasts on the ground in the world, and he's getting it first hand here and with a lot of time to work. Again, he only had just over a minute in round one. He's had almost 4 minutes in this round, and there's 2.5 minutes left in round two. Plenty of time to work.
Yeah, and one of the things about a black belt of Rod Costa's caliber is they're not thinking they're not in the moment. They're not thinking, what am I going to do now? They're thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead. So it's like playing a game of chess with an elite world chess player. They're trying to line you up 3 or 4 moves down the line. That's why they're so dangerous. He's playing the long game too, just eating up the clock here. In a championship fight, this means a lot, Brett.
You just invented the Costa Gambit.
Yeah, why not? Great position.
Still in the same position as well, and Rod Costa's getting to work on the body, and then again, as you said, Matt, he's trying to set something up here because Ito's doing well. He still looks very calm as he looks over his own corner and is taking instructions. I'm looking over at the corner right now. Again, you're the interpreter, Matt. You can tell me what they're saying.
Well, no, look, Brett, I've already told you twice, mate, I don't speak Japanese, but maybe by the end of this, I will. We're hearing so much of it.
I think you will.
But Rod Costa just doing just what he needs to do. Just what he needs to do. He's just staying heavy on top. He might even let Ito start to mount a bit of a defense here and drag him back down. You can see he's already one step ahead, hands connected under the waist. He'll look to drag the legs of Ito back towards him and lace up as he does. Look at that, bundled up like a market pig. Head above his shoulder. 1 minute to play now in the second round.
You don't know how impressive it is. If you're on the ground underneath Rod Costa, it's so impressive you're able to get up to your feet.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job here, but needs to be careful because this is the problem.
There you go.
One little mistake and he exposes his back. Now he's not out of danger. He's not out of danger. The way his hips are flat against the cage like that, the foot trips are in.
He's almost
looks
out.
like Costa's, he's hugging that elbow. Looks almost like he's going to pop up and land an elbow. Just chest to chest. Japanese fighter. His hips are flat against the cage. 30 seconds left to play now.
That's
the
how much
champion
control
in the
time
driver's
has
seat.
been. And he's still not. He's still trying to break free. He's made his way to the feet, but Rod Costa's looking for that one last takedown with 17 seconds on the clock in round 2.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go. I'm not sure he needs it. He's looking to get his hands together.
Clearly won the round.
But he's in clear control in the driver's seat, round number 2. Just will sit here and just chip away. It's also a patient round from the Japanese fighter, the veteran Ito, former champion, coming with a little bit more intensity now.
They touch gloves. This is round 3. Brett Benetti here with Matthew Bones Williams. Main event on UFC Fight Pass for Eternal 85.
He's already really going to town on that leg. It's jabs upstairs that'll accommodate the low kicks down low. And there's a great low kick to a left hook combination from Ito. He started this round like he's got a point to prove.
He knows he had to get one back.
Oh, mate, he saved his carry-on to put that bout and take back to Japan tonight, and he's not leaving without it.
He's probably trying to limit that ground time so he can spend as much time on the feet. He knows he's got that back as he throws another left.
Look at that, that was beautiful, and good timing from Rod Costa, times the low kick. And look, right back where we started, he's got Ito hog-tied over there in the corner, the Dagestani mermaid, but this MCT called it.
I love it. Big shout out to Tanera Nathan.
And watch Rod Costa. He potentially look to turn the corner slightly now and try and pick up and collect the wrist of Ito as he does. Just trying to feed that wrist to his right hand. Good strong body lock. Only one leg collected now. This is the best opportunity that Ito has to stand up. But look, he's got that wrist and it's all over Red Rover. Removes the post and he's flat on his back, Brett.
And this is the 3rd time we've had extensive period on the ground with Rod Costa in control. It's when Ito's probably been that experienced customer where he won't get frustrated, but again, there's got to be a bit of desperation that'll start to creep in.
Well, for mine, he didn't make much of an effort to get up in the last round. I didn't see a lot of urgency there from him, but as this fight wears on, he's going to invest more energy to get up. So that's going to mean taking a little bit more risks. He's been so risk adverse on the way through to the middle of the 3rd round. But now it's really crunch time, right in front of his corner. And he's got Rod Costa and mount. Rod Costa will be looking to butter him up and try and take the back. He knows that now for Ito to get out of this position, he either needs to frame on the legs and try and recover some form of guard, or he needs to turn his back and create a scramble, and Rod Costa's waiting for him right there.
And what is he setting up now? I mean, you know, he's always thinking about the next moves ahead.
He's setting up he's trying to set up the arm triangle, but I don't think any of these attempts are going to be too, he's not going to fully commit to any of these attempts until he's in a real high percentage position to attack, such as the nature of a competition grappler of his ilk.
And again, he was able to get it down with plenty of time on the clock to work, so he's still got plenty of time in round number 3.
Yeah, good
elbows there
from Costa. He hasn't thrown a lot of damage so far, and that's created some urgency on the bottom for Ito. He's got a good opportunity to get up now. He's got a good opportunity. Oh, Costa's got the wrist with his right hand. Yeah, he's stuck. He's got the wrist.
Yeah, you're talking Rod Costa.
Yeah, just got good control.
No, full mount again, Matt.
He managed to get his wrist back, though. See, this is the thing. There's like a bit of an exchange. It's like a hostage negotiation. I'll give you wrist back, but I'll swap it for Mount. You know, and he's back to where he started a minute and a half ago. It's his classic
nice elbow.
control. Yeah, he's starting to do a little bit of damage now. And one thing worth noting, Brett, that the fighter's starting to get a little bit sweaty. That'll play in the hands of the bottom fighter who's trying to initiate a scramble.
Makes it a bit harder. It's not dry anymore.
And we saw that with Wes Kappa.
Wow, look at that.
There you go. Look,
Wow.
turns the corner. Good
Wow.
work. Good work from the Japanese fighter. Just like I said, I thought it was starting to get a little bit more slippery. He just managed to find an angle with patience, finds himself in guard, all but a very dangerous one, Brett.
Yeah, exactly. So again, you're still in Costa's world, but again, very impressive by Ito.
Yeah, Matt trying to slide his guard up, play a high close guard now. This is one of the differences between an MMA grappler and a jiu-jitsu, a pure IBJJF grappler. Is they've got the IBJJF grapplers are far more comfortable playing guard off the bottom. But for every jiu-jitsu problem, i.e. that high guard, there's an MMA answer, and that could come in the form of big elbows, big punches, and of course no gi to create friction in here tonight.
Yeah, and Costa's is very comfortable in this position.
He is, but I feel like he's had, Ito had such big moments at the start of round number 1. If he can just get up with 30 seconds to go and land some massive punches, he can turn the tide of this. Yeah, underhook on the far side though for Costa. Good whizzer from Ito, landing some good short right hands. He might separate here with 10 seconds to go and just open up the tank, and he does.
Wow.
Coming to war now is the Japanese fighter. Lands a good left hook.
Oh, it goes right into a guillotine. Runs out of time. Wow, that was a good explosion there from
Costa.
Ready? Fight!
Taking on Kuya Ito for the Bantamweight Championship.
Yeah, Matt Wynn gets them underway once again. The best referees in the game. This is, they start off on the feet again. This is where we believe that Ito's had the speed advantage.
There was that good left hook that caught Van Heeden. It's a big, long winging hook from Rod Costa. Now, Ito's going to need to mix up his low kicks because Costa did such a good job of timing that into the double leg in the previous round. There's some good boxing from Ito, and a good uppercut allows him to get chest to chest. Now, what will he do here? He was able to take Costa down, although he ended up in the guillotine. He's a grappler at heart.
There's a lot of blood trickling out of the nose of Rod Costa at the
Mate, I
moment.
reckon that nose, does that nose look broken to you?
Yeah, it does.
Looks like it's going around a corner.
Yeah, that's broken, I think.
Yeah, big time. I know about those. I can sniff around corners, Brett Benetti, and that one's just spread across his face like a bulldog chewing a wasp.
It's leaking like a faucet now all over Ito's back.
Yeah, so it must have been in that. I think it might have been the right uppercut as he closed in to get chest to chest. That's a big moment in round number 4.
It was opened up at the end of the last round. That's just what the strikes at the start of this round has made it worse.
Yeah,
Opened it up even more.
Big time. You know, just leaking all over the back of Ito. It's been a bloodbath tonight at Eternal 85, a card that's had so much action. As we get to the main event, it's a real chess battle, isn't it, Brett?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a mess at the moment, but Rod Costa, again, he's always thinking, he's always trying to set something up. But good start of the round by Ito. But let's see if Rod Costa can work his plan, work his music, throw in a good couple of knees. He's had some good low. Well, he's saying that there was low kick, but Matt Wynn basically says, no, get back in there and get back to work. It wasn't low at all.
Jeez, you don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
He actually pushed him back into a better position than what he was before.
Yeah,
because Rod Costa had some really tight overhooks and his hands connected. He pushed him back chest to chest. Interesting stuff there from the referee as the pair separate. Now look, if Rod Costa can get this one back to the ground, that blood's going to be a real problem. Jabbing the busted nose. Now is Ito coming forward. He smells blood and just bends his nose back the other way. The Japanese hunting season for the Japanese fighter. But now look at Costa, the veteran, in on a single leg and uses that very skillfully to put this one back on the fence.
No, absolutely. He needs to use his ground game there because that nose busted up each time that Ito, and he's got the ability to land on the nose. That's gonna sting and hurt even more each time. It's gonna add up. So Rod Costa needs to use his ground game and get it to the ground.
Hands connected now and does a good job just to relieve the pressure off the cage and turn the corner. And his feet bundled up once more. 2 minutes now in round number 4 of this championship match.
Absolutely. So again, I'm impressed by the way that Ito is able to, again, stay calm in these situations when you know you got one of the best in the world on top.
But like I said, it's going to be a different dynamic now if Costa tries to attack the back. It's so much slipperier, and anywhere he goes, Costa, he's just going to lubricate because he's just leaking out of that thing. This is a good position now for Ito to start scrambling. He
ties up the leg.
Yeah, he's got to get up to his feet here.
Wow,
Good underhook.
Good call, Matt.
Yeah, it was good patience.
Knee there by Ito.
I'd love to see Ito just disengage and get back to... Oh, he's just driving his head into the nose of Costa.
Yeah.
Veteran stuff. I'd love to see him just disengage and get back to the jab. But he's just getting nasty on the inside, is Ito, with 1 minute to go. I reckon
Championship rounds.
I reckon that was a bit of lapse in judgment there. I think he could have separated and got some work done. But now finds the champion once more with hands connected under his hips.
Well, that is the key now for Ito, getting that separation and using those strikes. But again, this is advantage Costa when he's able to do stuff like that and get it to the ground and eat up time on the clock. We're under a minute left in the championship rounds. Round 4, scheduled for 5. It's been an intriguing matchup, and Ito has been very impressive.
Yeah, Ito has, and Rod Costa, for mine, he's not doing enough damage when he's down here. He's not throwing any punches. There's very little work with the elbow, so it's just the takedowns, which haven't been massive moments. And with the damage done earlier in this round, it's just going to be so close. 20 seconds left to play. I'd love to see the champion just posture up and get some work done, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Ito's trying to find a way back to his feet, but again, he did just ride out the rest of the round. There's a clapper. 10 seconds left, and we head to a final round.
He needs to let him go, and we saw what David Martinez was able to achieve with his renewed approach to ground and pound tonight. So yeah, coming into the championship 5th and final. What adjustment.
That's for sure.
Oh, look at the nose of Costa.
Yeah, done a great job there.
Mate, looks like Gonzo from Sesame Street, and Ito goes straight back to work with him. Stiff jab. Yeah, he's definitely the fresher fighter.
He is.
And he saved something and kept something in reserve for the 5th. He's heavy fired up, coming in with an elbow straight up the middle. Like a man possessed. A jab and a left hook and another uppercut, the one that did so much damage. Costa comes crashing in for the double leg.
He likes
And he
hanging out with
secures
us.
it right in front of us.
That's what he was waiting for. Again, there was some good strikes there by Ito. And only 40 seconds into the 5th and final round. So let's see what Rod Costa can do to assert his ground game dominance over Kuya Ito.
That was a good adjustment there from Costa. I was just about to say, I think he just needs to change the angle slightly and disengage his left arm, and he has. That'll allow him to bunch up these legs once more. Butterfly hooks while the feet are connected for Ito, but Costa just leg pummels through.
Little rabbit punches there.
Yeah, good rabbit punches from the bottom, and good head position from Costa, just forming a wedge over the top of Ito. Covered in blood of both fighters. The champion rallying now in the 5th round. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. It's Ito framing on the face of Rod Costa.
And this is where Rod Costa, again, he's going to be trying to set up plans for the final 3 minutes. Good work there by Ito. He's throwing elbows from the ground right in front of us.
Yeah, look, he's trying to split a coconut and they're thudding around the arena here. There's a good another short right elbow from the bottom from Ito, doing some good work off his back. Butterfly hook inserted on the far side, locking himself in. He'll look to pummel that right leg through. Oh, look at Costa just block it with his heel. That's black belt stuff.
Yeah, he's very clever.
Mate, there's little battles within battles in this. So that butterfly hook that Ito's got on the far side, that would ordinarily allow him to start creating space and shoot an underhook. But there's a battle of the leg position going on at the back.
Trying to get full mount. Oh, there was almost there's not a grab. I can tell you there was not a grab of the fence.
Now this is interesting. It's the 5th and final. We've had a lot of close swing rounds, and Rod Costa in sweat and blood. Will he try and find something now with 2.5 minutes to play?
Got
the
full
submission
mount.
specialist in full mount. Ito framing hard on the legs, trying to get back to half guard. And he might just do it, you know, as he frames hard on that leg. But he hasn't got a lot of room to move with the fence at his back.
Ito is trying to push the left leg of Costa over over his own knee to try and get it into half guard. But again, full mount still for Costa. Again, we've got the best view in the house with this one, Matt.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Like, I still feel like Ito's been doing the more damage off his back. And I'd love to see Costa now, like, just put this one beyond doubt. Posture up, maybe rain down some punches, get some elbows going. He's waiting for Ito to expose his back, and he's not willing to do so.
No, he's right. He knows the game. He's done a lot of research on Rod Costa. But again, there you go, still keeping full mount right in front of us.
Yeah, maintains full mount. But this is different now. The dynamic of the fight's changed as Ito's head now facing to the middle, and he creates a scramble.
Wow.
And it's Rod Costa reshoots back in on the legs, some big elbows from Ito. Looks at the referee, or looks at the screen to admire his handiwork.
He almost might be also looking at the clock. Just over a minute left in our 5th and final round of this championship bout here at Eternal 85.
Oh, big elbow from Ito, just slams into the skull of the champion, Rod Costa. 1 minute to go now.
He's got the grip, and he's going to go for the takedown now. He's got the grip, and he's going to lift him up.
Yeah, his grip just throws it back to his own corner.
Well set up.
The champion back on top, framing hard now is Ito. If he gets any space now, if he can manage to get back to his feet, he's going to go out on a sword. I still feel like this is a really close fight. Brett Bonetti, despite all this top control time from the champion.
Well, that's the key factor in it, is it's control time versus strikes, and obviously damage as well, because that nose of Rod Costa's been busted up. But again, Ito.
This is big.
Wow,
this is
look at
big.
it. Here we go.
The Japanese fighter goes to work. Samurai spirit personified.
Wow,
And Eternal 85. Left and right come through on a beaten and battered champion. 10 seconds now, Brett
ladies
Bonetti.
and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Final 10 seconds. This is Ito's chance. Costa's doing the right strategy here. He's gone for the uppercut again. Final seconds. He's calling it. Wow. Ito was about to call in the middle of the ring. Rod Costa's not going to call him in the middle of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores the fight 48-47 to the blue corner. Judge 2 scores the fight 48-47 to the red corner. And Judge 3 scores the fight 48-47 for your new Eternal Bantamweight Champion, Kuya Ito!
Wow. Kuya Ito makes the trip over and put on a brilliant performance against the former king of the bantamweights, but there's a new king of this land, and the Japanese flag is flying in the center of the cage at Eternal 85, Brett Bonetti.